What if the person you're meant to be in this lifetime shows up? When you find yourself in a juxtaposition of life and death, and they're courteous enough not to show up empty-handed, they got you, the gifts. This was about time when I was in grade 11. We were in the middle of a lesson, as you like it. Act 1, Scene 3. Rosen decides to disguise herself as Ganymede. Out of the blue, she threw a hypothetical question at me, which wasn't surprising given the fact that we often did talk about stuff beyond English literature. Well, I'm talking about my then English tutor. So she asked me, imagine you have given a gift to someone and you have put a lot of thought and effort in choosing it. Yet later you come to know that the person hardly values it. It's lying somewhere around the corner, uncherished. How would you feel about it? I remember giving a very instantaneous, straightforward answer without a thought. I told her that I would not really care about it. Whether it is an special occasion like a birthday or something, my job was just to give a gift. What the person does with it is simply not my concern. It's up to the person. She was disappointed with my answer. It was quite evident from her facial expressions. She probably was dealing with a similar situation and wanted my insight. The topic ended there, and we were back to the escape plan of Rosen and Celia. Few days later, I gave the question a thought, only to realize that I was being dishonest with myself, and as a matter of fact, I'll actually be bothered by it. More like be disappointed with the person for not cherishing my gift. And no, I didn't go back to her and change my answer. Years later, when I was forced to reflect on my entire life and the person I have been, this event kind of surfaced in my mind. I was taken aback by the fact how detailed it was to the point of even remembering the act and scene number. Initially, it was hard to trust, yet I ended up asking myself, why do I remember random events of the past so vividly, that too mostly in flashbacks? Is it simply because I've been kind of a keen observer throughout my life? Or do I have like a very sharp memory? Well, for the later, I know for sure that's not the case. Or is there something more than meets the eye? Sun, moon, ukulele, deer, and this painting. These were put up on this wall at different points according to the color scheme. But why do I feel like they are actually related beyond just the color scheme? Before I find my answer, the realization kind of hits. I bombarded myself with more questions. What am I doing with all my gifts? Do I even know what truly they are? Do I acknowledge them or recognize them? Do they truly belong to me? What am I supposed to do with them? Because the very thought that the one that had bestowed upon me all my gifts, whether it is my higher self or the supreme self, would be disappointed the same way if my gifts are lying undiscovered, unutilized, uncherished, and most importantly, if I have taken them for granted. Life is a gift. Remember Jojo Rabbit? Now, here's the truth that I've learned the very hard way. For most people, the journey towards not disappointing their higher self or the supreme self by exploring their authenticity and honoring their gifts starts from disappointing their surroundings. This is one of the most difficult tests on this journey because it's less about the road not taken and it's more about the only road left to take. One of the greatest inspirations of humanity is nature. Just like nature, which selflessly shares all its gifts with us without holding back, as a part of nature itself, it's our duty to do the same. Every tiny bit of nature plays a vital role in this grand symphony of our existence. All we have to do is recognize the role and be courageous enough to step into it. Some gifts are personal and unique to us based on our karma, while some we share commonly in the collective. Some gifts are easy to honor, some not so much, while others are extremely difficult. Some are just on the surface, some are hidden in plain sight, while others lie dormant, deep buried in the darkest layers of our existence, the terra incognita, the realm of the unconscious mind. The quest of discovery can only start when we decide to turn inwards, and for most people, the journey inwards only starts when the world outside has been sucked into a black hole, and same was in my case. It wasn't from the place of free will or just plain curiosity, but I was left with simply no other choice, only to find out that the choice was already made at a time and in a state that is hard to grasp and comprehend by the limited programmed mind. Remember what the candy lady told Neo in Matrix? We are here not to make a choice. The choice has already been made. We are here to understand why we made it. But again, as they say, where there is a will, there is a way. So there are definitely ways to break through this. But till this point, I think only a few can master this within a lifetime and can either go off script or dictate it. As Rabindranath Tagore says in one of his songs, with my eyes I had seen the world outside. In the absence of light today, I'll cast my sight on the world inside. And that's how we can understand our choices, be it the hurdles, the setbacks, the inner gifts, and the karma associated with everything. So the quest is not just to discover what you're gifted with, but what gifted for. What difference can we make? What beauty can we create? What light can we shine in this world? Because these aren't just meant for us, they are offerings to the tapestry of humanity, and we are just a medium to forward the collective story. So it's been a while, quite a while. I have been on a quest on gathering and learning about my gifts in solitude. Not the ones that are on the surface or hidden in plain sight, but the ones that need quite a bit of digging. Every gift has been bestowed on us with the tiny hope that when the time is right, it will be discovered, unwrapped, and cherished with all its possibilities. Because again, as Tagore says, God may grant us gifts, but the merit of being able to take and hold them must be our own. Alas for the boons that slip through unworthy hands. As I take a look at my own hands, wondering whether I have rendered them unworthy or do I still have time. Rumi had asked us not to be satisfied with stories, how things have gone for others. We must unfold our own myth. And finally, I've come to discover my greatest gift, and that is my ability to do just that, be it inherent or acquired. Rahu in Ardra, Ketu in Mula, embracing the role without holding back, in time just right, and I hope and pray that I bring justice to the role. In simple words, I've already seen the root of the tree, now must climb its branches and speak the truth of what I have seen, even if it breaks the sky.